leveraging places where Bitcoin is used off chain. So basis trade strategies, I think, are have come out as like one of the most scalable form of yield sources. Athena, nobody really thinks of it as a Bitcoin DeFi product, but it's almost entirely built on Bitcoin perps. So I mean that's such a killer product. Option strategies are very familiar for institutions and high net worth individuals. So I mean, I think this is kind of a no-brainer. We're talking with some of the biggest options market makers in the space who are making these sort of strategies a priority for them. And then I think there's all kinds of other things that'll sort of pop up kind of adjacent to that. There's a lot of strategies that involve collateralizing your Bitcoin, keeping full exposure to the underlying BTC, borrowing stables or borrowing some other asset against it, and then putting that to work in a delta neutral manner. That is a sort of killer primitive for us to do as well. And I mean, that, assuming you can get cheap borrow, that strategy applies to literally any other strategy that you could come up with. So it's basically like, just earning yield on top of your Bitcoin. I mean, that this is sort of a no-brainer. So I think we're in full exploration for like all kinds of things here. Again, I think this is just a little bit of like, what kind of strategies will get Bitcoin to move faster than others. Because I mean that again, even though I've sort of said that a lot of our focus is shifted to building out the infrastructure stack a bit, these like different layers of the protocol that we built. Onboarding Bitcoin still is the name of the game. The faster you can mobilize Bitcoin, the faster we can, bootstrap these other layers of the stack in really big ways.
Well, awesome. And another big thing everyone is speaking about right now. So firstly, I would say the masses were extremely excited about the national Bitcoin reserves. Now, some might say that there is a threat for decentralization associated with it. So, what's your opinion? Do you think it's a good thing for Bitcoin decentralization? Why or why not?
Yeah, this is in regard to like sovereign adoption of Bitcoin, basically.